Kinda. He kinda feels bad if he has to kill someone he likes. Okay. I'm glad he's got a bit of a moral compass, you know? Makes it a bit better, right? Throw this man in Shibu Yugi playing death games. He'd fit right in. Oh, that's actually interesting. So when he would feel bad about killing someone, he would just, like, give another guy's face that he was okay killing. Oh, just mess up the face. They don't know the difference. I think what makes him the most interesting character is just even that. Are you sure you want me to kill him? He's in a pack. I don't want to scare the... Like, he legitimately cares, but then he doesn't care. He's like borderline someone like Joker, but on the more chaotic good spectrum. Father, you must praise me more. The gravest sin of this episode is because this goddess thinks another goddess has more head pats than her. That's insane work. Who just died? Oh! Now that is a homie. You immediately started talking shit, you lost your arm. So the reason I think Tsav is probably one of, if not the most insane psychopaths we've seen in years, is his mentality is so insane it actually makes sense. See, often when you have characters that are like, yeah, I can smile and kill and I feel nothing by hurting people. That's what it is, right? They are so chaotically evil. Where this man's like, hey, killing isn't about how strong someone is. It's about how much it's a pain for me to do it. A dude with a wife and kids gonna be a lot harder than a dude talking shit to my homie. You know what I mean? So I'll do anything, but I'm gonna feel bad to varying degrees. But a person who could kill that father with his wife and kids probably crying in the background, but at face value, his face isn't usually changing. The only time he has had anything other than a cheerful attitude is twofold. One, right here when he got sentenced to be a hero and he said, fuck that. And then the other where he basically said, you're talking shit about my homie, so, you know, clean it up. This dude is so logical to a frightening degree that I almost wonder, will they kill him off early? His perfect shot, never missing a shot, seems a little too OP, or in a pretty sticky predicament by the end. I don't know. All I can say is I have my new favorite character, even if he dies very soon. I don't think they're going to be topping Tsav anytime in probably this season or even a future season if we're keeping it a buck. Though if you got this far in the video, know what to do. Make sure you drop a like, share your support, subscribe, ring that bell if you haven't already, and yes, Patreon full live reactions and exclusives live over there, which does help fund the channel and videos just like the one you're watching. So this scene is probably my favorite overall in the episode. So this guy is talking mad shit, and normally when you have a character like Tsav, right, he would probably stab him, right? I mean, like a few moments prior, like maybe 3 to 5 minutes prior to this scene, he nearly stabs a man just because he didn't like his energy, right? And if it wasn't for Xylo holding him back, he probably would have been Rip Bozo. So the idea that he's like, hey, you pissed me off, but I'm also not an idiot. You are a larger man in this group. There's people that are smaller than you. So I'm going to stop the situation by blowing the arm off of someone completely innocent to this situation, but gets across that you need to shut the fuck up. When have we seen that before? Like, that is such a unique psycho energy, but it's built on logic. Nothing about his insanity just comes across as I do it for fun. It's almost like if you take the Joker from Batman, who does shit for fun and does the cruelest shit for fun, and you did that, but rather than it being for fun, it's all based around logic. And that's the craziest thing, is most of what he fucking says or does, I'm like, oh, I see the train of thought. Now, he is an emotional person. We can't deny that. And that emotional response, in this case, is very emotional, but you see, like, okay, this was about to be a lot worse, and that's how he justified it. Where earlier in the episode, like I said, I guess it was actually at the midpoint, I thought it was around the 15-minute mark, but around the 10 to 12-minute mark, he's ready to stab a fool just because, you know, essentially he was annoyed. He basically goes from 0 to 100 very quickly, or maybe the better way to put it, he's always at 95, and that's why it's so easy for him to flip a switch. But either way, when I look at his psycho energy, it's not that I agree with his psycho energy, but it's like they're explaining it to such a way that I'm like, man, you really did give a badge to a crazy person, which I guess is nothing new for the world anymore, but even to a more unhealthy degree. But I will say, this man be a ride or die. I quite enjoy him, and I quite enjoy his abilities. I mean, the fact that he has such inhuman level sight, and his sniper shots, as Xylo said, he's seen him never miss a shot. So one of two things is going to happen. Either A, he will finally miss a shot during this siege battle, or he's going to miss a shot and die. I don't think it's guaranteed this character dies, and I hope he doesn't, but there's enough room for worry that I'm going to worry. This shit has gotten very intense very quickly. Essentially, humans are working with the demons. Why? I don't know. Am I the only one who thought when they eventually would break down the barricade, it wouldn't be because, oh my god, you know, human are on horseback demon mounts? No, I thought it was going to be trolls or ogres. That's usually what happens in these fantasy shows. The big boys come in and start slapping things down. Nope. Humans. Do I think it's impossible for them to win? Absolutely not. This is only episode 5, but is it impossible for all of them to survive right now? Yes. And I'm not talking about the grunt soldiers. Of course, we are going to lose plenty of them, but I'm talking about the main relevant characters that we've come to know and love, or recently have come to know and love. And right now, it feels like 1 or 2 big deaths are on the horizon, but I hope to be proven wrong. I don't know where we're going with this, but, you know, all I can say is Xylo might be regretting not giving head pats if the energy keeps up that we're currently seeing. It's really funny because apparently this goddess has received 7 head pats in a singular day, and our goddess is like, I'm not greedy, but even half the amount of head pats. And he basically said, go fuck yourself. You know, I do find it hilarious that all these goddesses have a praise king. And I'm not even saying that in a sexual way, but it's like, I generally wonder, is it a situation of because they don't have like normal parental upbringing, that they've never received normal parental love, and that's why the most basic of like, good girl, you know, you did great, is like so required? Because that's what I'm thinking. Either way, I'm going to probably shed a few tears if, when this is all said and done, not saying season 1, but when the story's all said and done, this man's dying in his final moments as a head pat. Sad day for Rain. Banger of an episode. I would honestly argue my favorite of the batch. I'm sure plenty will be like, no, the big action episodes from this one, or next week will be even better, but I really felt like I understood Tsav as a character even more, and it just made my mind race in all the right ways. And yeah, they did tease a little bit of the action too, which was fun. But you can let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like, show your support, subscribe, ring that bell, of course. And yes, Patreon for live reactions and exclusives. Like, hey, I love to give video shoutouts to my patrons because they make these videos possible. Alright, so today we got Caroline ranking. Phoenix 1, Witchful Thinking, brilliant name right there. Mystery Sneeze, Zosiu, Marcia Murphy, Lemon, and we also have Sandra Jacobson. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. You all have a good one.